Hey guys, Tarap here, bringing you a 1v1 today. We are on Bayeux. Playing today's pointing in the north we have Nos Markov. Playing as Ostheer and as well as elite troops. Jaeger infantry. And mechanized assault. Myself against them in the south we have Jove. Playing under the name Sabrina. Playing as Soviets who has gun rifle combined arms. Gun motor coordination. And urban defense. Yeah, I believe this map is called Bayeux. I've just got the veteran symbol installed, so can't be 100% sure. And here we go, first engagement. Conscripts versus Grenadiers long range. Grenadiers can probably just slug that one out. The conscripts don't have any cover there. But, you know, they'll build cover and then the Grenadiers won't be able to engage them. So a slight mistake there from Markov. Disengaging there. That's a pretty good position there for Jove. You know, you can come behind these shot boxes and take cover. Nice pieces. Sandbagging there by Jove. Here comes the second conscript. We got another Grenadier coming around the corner though. And he's doing some good damage in close. And with the arrival of the second Grenadier, Jove's going to have to retreat here, outnumbered. Pretty good engagement overall there from Markov. Good work bringing that third Grenadier in. It just tipped the scales so heavily in his favour. He's put his own sandbag down on his fuel point, but it's about to be harassed by the conscripts. There are also some combat engineers doing some capping on the VP. And this is a no machine gun build from Markov. Double pioneers with triple grenadiers. Which is, you know, somewhat popular. I think, you know, it's sometimes a good strategy on maps that you're not familiar with because you don't really know what the good arc of fires with your machine guns are, but at the same time, what better way to learn the good arc of fires than to just dive into the deep end and start using them. Finding out what's good and finding out what's bad the hard way. There it is, charging in, conscripts using the cover against Markov. Gets around the side. Oh, but he didn't get in the capture circle. Jove lobs out a Molotov, forcing one Grenadier to reposition. And here come two more conscripts. So the Markov does force the retreat here. He's outgunned and yeah, early retreat. Gonna drop a couple models on retreat though. To the flame damage and to the conscript. I'm surprised he didn't drop another one there, honestly. We're chasing this conscript out of cover. Meanwhile, we've got combat engineers making a dive for a cutoff here. So, oh, yeah, you could see he was winding up for a Molotov, thinking about throwing one there, but decides against it and then hits the retreat button. But yeah, really good cutoff play here from Jove. It's off a good chunk of the map, even if it does get connected. And back in base, we're seeing a med bunker going down, but he doesn't have the munitions for that right now. Getting cut off, and he's been planting mines, which is why he doesn't have the munitions. Big patch. It looks like he's planting a full patch of S mines here instead of going for the medics, and that's a bit of a problem since he's currently not connected to his munitions. It's going to be a while before he can get it. You see Jove wanted to stick in there, get the neutralization on the munitions point, but couldn't afford to. He's under too much firepower. And Jove going for 4 conscripts into a second combat engineer. Saw a bit of this from him during the World Championships, this sort of build. It's a match from before the World Championships. It worked pretty well for him. So here we are, seeing him in the refining stages of this build. He didn't go for this commander guard rifle combined arms. Still a pretty strong option. Oh, Pioneer's got away super low. Now Jove's setting up a 2v1. Nice work hiding behind the corner until the second squad's able to come in to engage. Easy dodge on the rifle grenade there for Jove as well. So he's playing well. He's about to be under the threat of the 222. Wait, manages to get captured there by Markov. But a little bit later on the retreat. And still no medics. It's really hurting him. Jove meanwhile getting a sweeper squad out here all ready to sweep off these mines. I really understand what that chat message is referring to. Conscripts chased away there. And we've got a PPSH upgrade on these conscripts. That's nice to see. Hit the dirt there, but then decided against it almost immediately. Probably for the best as well. I mean, you see how clumped they were after completing that sandbag? The autocannon on the 222 would have ripped through them. You have AT grenades? No, not yet from Jove. Not upgrading either, just going straight into tier 3. Markov pops around the corner. In fact, if he doesn't take AT grenades here, that's the go ahead to say, oh, I don't have AT grenades, so could stay in there, stay in close and do a little bit more damage. Especially if he has an engineer nearby for repairs, because he does take engine damage. But Jove does complete the tier 3. And he's getting out the T-70. More PPSHs. PPSH conscripts, you know, they're pretty good overall. Especially against other squads that are not close quarters inclined. They're actually pretty decent against P-Greens, honestly. But they're pretty bad against Assault Grenadiers, and they're also pretty bad against, well, they're kind of even against CP40 Folks. Fast coming in. T-70 with the damage engine, can't go for the chase down. Jove's still not starting the AT grenade tick though, a little bit late on that angle, but there he goes now.
Enemy forces are neutralizing a sector.
And another squad of P-Greens here for Markov. This is risky stuff. I wonder if that means he's going to try to get one with Panzerschrecks, but that doesn't seem viable with his low amount of munitions. A little bit confusing. Like he really needs a pack. Gets forced away from the far flank there. Outnumbered. T-70 back with its engine repaired. Looking for the 222, which is pulled back. Famous squad trying to hold out here. Complete the capture. Looks like the T-70 hidden straight over there, and Jove's going to the trouble of rebuilding those sandbags. He must really like them in that position. And it does look like a good position for them. This one also looks pretty reasonable. Okay, pulling back. Greedy's coming out from base, and a lot of them. Fully healed, finally got that medic upgrade. Battleship's closing the distance against the Panzer Grenadiers here, but they drop so many models on advance. Not how you want to be engaging with them. Oh boy, Peregrines could get the wipe here, and they do on retreat.
Enemy has killed another infantry
A
squad.
little bit clumsy there by Jove. 2-2 comes in from a nice angle here to get some free hits in while the T-70 is occupied shooting at the Panzer Grenadiers, and then pulls back. The pack back at base at the moment, so Markov does have to be careful. Also doesn't have like any munitions, so no Faust available. He's struggling for territory right now. Jove continually harassing his cutoffs, his fuel. Mine back here, but Markov not going for the sweep. Oh, and there we go. Panzerstrix popped on. The Peregrines 222 with a main gun crit. Trying to escape.
Light tank has arrived.
2 takes engine damage from the AT tank grenades. Peregrinestrix moving into the retreat path, but they're not necessary. 222 able to finish the job. AT grenades probably not going to come back in time. But here comes another 222 from Jove. I mean, not 222, another T-70 rather.
The enemy is taking what we have secured.
He doesn't want that taking any Shrek, so he pulls that back.
We have an isolated sector.
Pack also looks like it took some damage from these two squads in the middle. Oh, and he hits that mine that he didn't sweep earlier after spotting it. Very lucky he didn't lose the pack. He easily could have right there. T-70 coming
Cut
in.
off a sector.
Could get the D crew on the pack here.
Gun team prepared
Well, my
for
engineers open up. No squads nearby for support. Pack gonna go down here. Jove gonna go for the kill on it, looks like, rather than trying to steal it. I suppose trying to like steal it and carry it all the way back is a little bit risky. So many units back there.
enemy forces capturing
T-70 nearly getting the kill on it here, but failing to penetrate a couple shots. Molotov in, but Peregrines chase forwards. Pack sitting up. Both Shrek shots landed. Pack next with the vehicle wreck instead of the T-70. T-70 does escape, otherwise that would have been the kill. Shrek's connecting for 240 damage, and Pack for 160 would add up to the exact amount of health the T-70 has, 400. And a clean kill. Oh, got a little bit too close. The 222 there, but manages to pull back. We do have some stormtroopers there, deployed from the building. So now Markov has a huge army of infantry. And Jove a little bit lacking, but he's gone for a squad of guards to bolster his forces, as well as the Maxim. MP40's completed on the stormtroopers, but same DPs on the guards. Looks like he's trying to set up a wee bit of an ambush here on the guards. Jumps back inside the building, even though it's still burning a little bit. T-70 wants to go in there, finish off the 222, but sounds a little bit too risky. Ooh! Rifle grenade still connects. Looks like he did it towards the exit of that building. Nice work there from Markov.
enemy forces are attempting to capture
He
our
almost,
territory.
they almost died there. The whole squad. Oh, Pack not on prioritized vehicles. Puts it on there now, but reveals its position. Machine gun jumps inside the building. And it looks like the 222 just, the T-70 man. Second time we've done that. Just switching sides. Just trying to navigate its way. Oh, no dodge on the rifle grenade, and the squad goes down.
We have made the ultimate
Oh, Jove. Couple careless losses now. And that's put him very far behind. 222 switching sides. And Shreks both connecting. I think Markov's getting a little bit lucky. Usually Shreks at max range aren't that accurate, but on this occasion they're doing well. It's kind of nice to see them being used with a 222 nearby. They're getting that Vet 1 speed bonus. Not being near nearby a vehicle. Well, you could see Jove was trying to get a T grenade off there, but Markov pulling back just in the nick of time, and conscripts have to retreat. And looks like he's just flat out replacing his conscripts with guards at this point. Fair choice.
Enemy forces are capturing our supplies.
Could have put his tech down about now, but no real point. Because if he loses control of the map, once he's completed his tech, it'll be a long time before he gets a tank, so we're going for one extra unit to try and fight back. Stands a better chance of holding control of the map and then getting his fuel income required to get that next vehicle. With sets of guards upgraded with the LMGs. Guards just doing damage to the infantry here. But the 222 is pumping away, doing some pretty good damage in return to the guards. They're getting low. 70 heading out to this side, popping the squad into firing positions there. Here a grenade got a mine go off? Not sure. Nice, really good control of the 222 so far this game for Markov. You can see the results, 18 kills on that, very impressive. Hard to keep that alive once the T-70 is on the field, but he's doing a really good job. And T-70 coming back to the middle, but Pack is hunting it down. For Vet 3 PPSH conscripts, they are nasty. That's like the magic number for them. T-70, wow, Pack connecting super long range there. PPSH conscript pretty clumped up here. Taking a lot of damage, but still 5 models. Next one inside the building, doing a good job holding the line though. Oh, luckily the machine gun had to reload, couldn't continue firing. And this is correct from Jove here. Trying to use his squad max range against the stormtroopers. Because the squad will still have a couple Mosins. They are still decent at long range against the other close quarters squads. Oh no, Markov left his pack unsupported in the middle and it's gone down. It's generally where a machine gun comes in handy, protecting your other support weapons, but Markov went for no machine gun build. So did leave his pack exposed, but here comes a Panzer IV. Is it able to stop the pack steal? Pack setting up. 222 speeds on by. Looks like the pack's going to get decrewed here. It's going to be in a pretty defensive position. Really, Jove has to pull back anyway. Oh no, there's no escape down this way. Oh, what? I think that Shrek was shooting at the retreating infantry model and it just randomly scares into T-70 and down goes T-70. That is bad luck for Jove. Maybe a little bit of map unfamiliarity backing away this way, but there's no escape down there. This is a new map after all, at Bayeux. But the pack's still out here in, I'd say it's no man's land, but it's more like Jove's land, but he just doesn't have the defenses right now to regather it. Doesn't have enough anti-tank to deal with the Panzer IV. Guards, PTRS rifles, not quite strong enough to truly threaten it. So the pack is going to escape. But in the meantime, Jove has kept up a tremendous amount on the map. Look at how much map control he has right now. So even though he's lost control of the pack, he's gained control a lot of resources, and that has allowed him to speed towards his tank, which is currently in production, going to be the KV-1. KV-1 does match up well against the Panzer IV, especially the Ostheer Panzer IV. Just has so much health and armor, extremely durable. And you have to remember, in one of the more recent patches, KV-1's got access to the same frontal machine gun as T-34s. It did increase their anti-infantry firepower a lot. I actually thought they were going to be like one of the strongest units pre-patch, but we haven't seen too much of them being overshadowed by the heavy tanks. Well, I suppose they are a heavy tank, but call them heavy tanks. Panzer IV going for the chase down here, trying to knock out the combat engineer, but the KV-1's about to arrive. Stops for one more shot, but scatters long, doesn't connect. A little bit lucky for Jove escaping with that combat engineer there. Come the guards, 222 looking to flank the Maxim, but that might be a horrible mistake. Button activated here on the 222, but he pops smoke to break the button. Maxim getting forced away. KV-1 getting stuck in, but here comes the pack through the gap in the hedges. Takes a big 1-2 punch. And backs away. Pack, I think that was an attack ground attempt, misses. Oh, I think he was gearing up to throw a grenade here, but cancelled it. Conscripts close the distance a little bit. Pegrins hit Vet 2 during the engagement though. KV-1 peeks its head from around the destroyed building. Oh, Pegrins go down. Markov not paying attention to his retreat there. Oh boy, guards could also go down though. Tried to pick up the drop weapon, and that extra delay might have cost them their life. 222 coming in, but smoke's out. Been a misclick. Jove going for an attack ground attempt through the smoke, but Markov already miles away.
Enemy forces are neutralizing a sector.
So, you know, it was looking good for Jove up until he lost his guards. Took down those Pegrins on the flank. Now he's in a bit of a bad position. Has drained quite a few VPs, down to 224 already. And another Panzer IV coming in from Markov. I think this is a fair choice. I don't think Markov's in a position where he could go safely for a Tiger from here. So he's going to go for another tank. This gets the Panzer IV. Pack missing a couple shots there, but KV-1 still took heavy damage. Commandos are nearby though, both squads of them. Oh boy, guards run into some stormtroopers which were there for the ambush. He's trying to go back into camouflage, but you can't do that while you're being shot at. You have to be out of combat. Oh my god, and he just forgets about them completely. Stormtroopers down. Easiest kill of Joe's life right there. Looks like Jove upgrading his fresh conscripts with the 7-man upgrade over the PPSH. 7-man conscripts do lend themselves really well to the late game. With the 7-man upgrade you also do get bonus experience, so it'll help them vet up more rapidly. Ooh, big Panzer IV shot there. Maxim getting the hell out of there. Jove still hasn't got an AT gun yet, just causing him some headaches. Only has one squad of guards now as well.
Double your efforts.
Maiden conscripts retreating. KV1 back up to full. Markov coming in from multiple angles here though. Can get some damage done. Haven't tried to shoot through this yet. I don't know if it's a shot blocker or not. But it looks like the pack got around the corner anyway. Panzer 4 in the back, super low, but does get away. KV1 takes engine damage in front of the pack and the Shreks, but the pack bouncing, now connecting, but KV1 is quite durable, so no chance of a kill here right at Jove's base entrance. Machine guns covering. But either way, look at this map control from Markov. He is sitting pretty, and Jove is draining out on the VPs fast. I feel like this is the kind of position from where Markov could try save the Tiger Ace. That does of course require... Oh, he's gone for it already. Battle Phase 3 just needs to put down Tier 4 tech structure. And then he's sitting pretty. Jove branching out to the far flank. Panzer 4 coming over to counter that. The Panzer 4 just about back up to full now. But Jove finally has got himself an AT gun. Is this wheeling its way onto the battlefield? See what he can get done with it. Does need the anti-tank support against these double Panzer 4s. You've seen, he's been able to get them low, but can't chase them down for the kill. KV1 is too slow for that. But maybe with the surprise extra damage from the Zis, he'll be able to get the job done. Panzer 4 in the middle. Is this setting up? KV1 heading for a bit of an intercept route here. Decides not to chase him any further. Going for some attack rounds through the shrubs instead. Back setting up. Oh, nice attack round usage there on the KV. Now he's coming around the corner looking for the kill. Another attack round attempt, but that one misses. KV1's still going for the chase down. Oh, Panzer 4 bounces the killing blow. Oh, big... Okay, big grenade, but Jove on top of things. Gets out of there. Conscript on that far flank retrieved early, so nice and safe stuff there from Jove, but triple cap just about. And he's draining fast. KV1 coming over here to try and do some damage to these infantry squads. Opens up on the Grenadiers first. But here come the Peregrines. Everyone does have pretty decent armor, so can bounce a few of those Peregrine Shreks. You see the good damage from the Hull machine gun nowadays on the KV1. Much better than it used to be. Much better against infantry because of it.
You are showing weakness. We are down to 75 points.
KV1 getting in there, but the 222 so fast. Speeding away to safety. Oh, maybe not. Stopping a little bit too close. Oh boy. Oh, but the KV1 misses the killing blow anyway. Not very accurate on the move. This is there. Panzer 4 forgotten about. Oh boy, Markov, what are you doing? Popping smoke. Gonna have to be an attack round attempt. Popping the blitz as well. Not even an attack round attempt from Jove. Slight mistake there. Can he escape with the blitz? KV1 chasing him. You can probably see this debris getting crushed in the fog of war, so he knows where to go with it. And he's coming after it. I wonder if Markov is also noticing KV is coming for the chase down, but the KV1 stopping the chase. This is, you know, pretty common mine spot. Doesn't want to run over a Talamine or something like that. Just lose his tank, lose the game. He probably would at that stage. So he pulls back. Better safe than sorry. Retreats both his combat engineers, so it appears on the KV1 they're going to be quite slow. Jove has halted the VP drain. He's capping furiously. Covering the central one with a machine gun. Another KV-1 coming in for Jove. I think it's a fair choice. Can be a little bit cumbersome using 2 KV-1s. One lesson I will say is you basically never want to go for 3 KV-1s. I learned that the hard way. It's a good meme, but it's not a good strategy. VPs are stalled right now. Looks like a wee bit of a maneuver here from Markov. Has been saving for the Tiger Ace and can get it now. Pulls in immediately. KV-1 coming around. Ooh, no dodge on the boundary grenade. It's going to take a lot of damage, but they're dishing it out to the P-Greens, and now they don't have any anti-infantry. They go down quickly. That's the power of the PPSH conscript at Vet 3. They are very, very strong. Do not underestimate them. And the pack's going to go down here as well. Might be just what Jove needed, as he's about to be up against the Tiger Ace. He's going to go for the crew on it with 7-man conscripts. KV backing away. Just rotating over to assist. Tries to set this up, it looks like. Maybe not. And Jove calling in the planes. Ooh, almost takes down the Grandy with an IL-2s. Meanwhile, we've got some heated tank fighting over here. This unsure which direction to set up, and Panzer IV exposing its rear goes down to the KV-1. 222 right on top of this, trying to get the D crew on it. This in an awkward position. It's getting pounded on here. But now the second Panzer IV, also super low. Tiger Ace on a bit of a rampage here. Going hunting for these KV-1s. Could get the kill here potentially on this Panzer IV, and he does. And now even the Tiger Ace is getting low. He has to stick around. Oh, Tiger Ace misses. That's a crucial shot. I was going to say he has to stick around and kill one of these KV-1s for losing 2 medium tanks in that fight. That was brutal for Markov. I think Jove got some pretty good RNG overall with penetrations against frontal armor. But it shouldn't have gone down that way. Maybe force the guards out of firing positions. Jove left the Zis exposed. Does get decrewed. So did the Maxim. And he's going to try to steal that away. KV-1 in there. Look at the rate of fire on that bad boy now. Vet 3. Really, really fast. KV-1 already has a slightly higher rate of fire than the T-34-76. So then when it gets its reload bonus, it just looks even more impressive.
Combat engineers are standing by.
Same penetration and whatnot. Basically same gun as the T-34-76, but higher rate of fire. Oof. He's making it work. Markov hurting. Oh, pack is still decrewed over there. I wonder if either player will go for it. But yeah, that was really bad that Markov didn't get either of the KV-1s in that engagement. And this is also going to be able to get recruit here. Jove now with the triple cap. But he is very low on victory points, 24 remaining. So even though Markov quite far behind right here, all he has to do is, you know, do a sneaky maneuver. If Jove can't respond to it in time, it's good for Markov. He can drain out those last 24 VPs quite easily. Squad staying down here behind heavy cover with hit the dirt, so they're extremely durable. A long time for those 2 machine guns to chew through all their health. Jove here setting up. Oof. There's KV-1s. which I believe gives them a rate of fire bonus as well, and a received damage bonus, so they don't take as much damage when they get shot.
Supplies to the enemy.
And backed up with 2 anti-tank guns. This is going to be hard for Markov to outmaneuver. You know how hard it can be dealing with those 6-man anti-tank guns. And it looks like Jove's going to maybe pull them back at this stage to reinforce them up to full strength. And oh wow, Jove going to add a T-34-76 to his arsenal as well. KV going for the chase down on these Grenadiers. Actually able to keep pace with them now that he's got his Vet 3 max speed bonus. Because otherwise Grenadiers would usually outpace them quite easily. Now I saw Markov is briefly boarding the Brumbier. Looks like he cancelled it and decided to go for the Panther instead. I think that's a fair choice against what he's facing off against here. Extra penetration on the Panther should be good against the KVs. And the Panther can soak a bit of damage from the anti-tank guns. But still going to be up to, I'd say, the Tiger Ace to do some heavy lifting. Needs to make its presence felt. Saw how popular the OKW Tiger was throughout World Championships. Tiger Ace even better. Okay. Wants to go for the chase down, go for the kill on these conscripts. KV1 comes out of setup mode, but he's still going for the chase down on it. And he gets the kill. Good stuff there. Double AT guns open up on Tiger Ace. It's pulling back around the corner. Rear armor hit from the front, but Tiger Ace does get out of there. In comes the KV and T-34 for some support. There's Panther there at the ready though. Panther shutting down this flank attempt. Anti-tank guns moving to counter the Panther. Panther pulling back a little bit though. It looks like Markov's going to have to pull back once again, get some repairs in on the Ace. Tiger Ace is at Vet 2 now, so it will be outranging these KV1s by a decent chunk, 10 range. It's also got access to the spearhead mode, gives him increased line of sight. It's pressure on his machine guns. Ooh. Which can be really helpful, the extra line of sight. It's trying to go in there for the capture, but Tiger Ace popping off a long range shot. Oh, Maxim Court not set up though. Goes for the retreat on it now. Tiger Ace rotating, but the double packs. Pack ends this. Setting up, but looks like this one's having its shots blocked. Tiger Ace coming around the corner here. Maybe hoping to decrew some of these anti-tank guns. Tiger Ace pulling back though. Ooh. AT gun shot connecting. Oh, and the T-34 getting a rear armor hit in there. T-guns rotating now. As Tiger Ace comes around the corner. Panther coming forwards, looking to get a wee bit aggressive. Takes a double shot on the anti-tank guns. One also taking damage but pulling away. It looks like Jove going for a somewhat unusual pick, going for an SU-76, but I think he might be like very close to his pop cap. Maybe he couldn't afford the SU-85. That would be my guess. Maybe we can check that. This costs 15, right? Yep. And this costs 8. Yeah. So I think he couldn't afford the He's 285 in his army pop gap, so he goes for the 76 instead. Should give him a little bit of extra firepower against these two pretty well armored vehicles for Markov. Oh, why did he retreat with the LMG Grenadiers there? He goes on track to win that engagement. I've seen some pretty good use of hit the dirt though from Jove throughout this match. The T-guns setting up. One of them gets a shot off on the Tiger Ace. Now it's a corner. The double KV-1's right here though. Panther out back with repairs going on. Another squad of P-Greens coming in from Markov. See if he can keep this one alive. He's losing control of his fuel as well. Looks like he's going to go for a Stug. It's going to be just about the final composition. It's going to cancel the P-Greens. Engine damage on one of the KVs here. Could this be the moment for Markov to pounce? He's coming around the corner with the Panther. They're trying to take some long range shots at the KV. SU-76 waiting nearby though, so Panther has to be careful. But Jove just content to try and camp out the VPs at the moment. Markov getting very low himself. And he's occasionally harassing this one as well. Maxim is there, but should be able to at least get the neutralize. And it looks like Markov going to switch sides of the map. Really T-guns, I wonder where they were. Could merge these conscripts into them. Get them back up to full strength. Oh, it doesn't even manage to get suppression before they hit the dirt there, and now the machine gun under fire from T-34 has to pull back. Rifle grenade in. Guard's going to have to get out of there. Stug is there doing some good damage to the KV-1. Tiger is on the chase down looking for the kill on these guards, but connecting with the dirt instead. Panther taking some heavy fire from the double AT guns. Tiger is still going for the chase down here. Oh boy, he hit a mine with the Panther. Panther now in front of the double AT guns. Tiger is focusing his fire on the SU-76. Panther goes down. AT guns repositioning on the Tiger Ace. Got a Stug coming in though. Double AT gun's about to get flanked, but the Stug hits a mine as well. Comes down to whether the Tiger Ace can decrew both of these AT guns in time. Stug focusing on the KV-1s. One AT gun goes down. T-34 missing. And Tiger Ace bouncing some crucial shots. Looks like AT grenade going to connect on the Tiger Ace. And all of Joe's tanks super low. Both of the anti-tank guns out here can be destroyed by Markov, but Markov getting triple capped at the moment. He's draining on the victory points extremely quickly. Capping in the middle at the moment, but the IL-2s are up. So these squads are going to take a bit of damage in the process. And Markov does stick around to destroy the decrewed tank guns. He's just flooding his build order with engineers so he can repair back his tanks. T-34 coming in. Stug rotating. Stug connecting. Grenadier threatening with the Faust. Oh! Super long range shot from the Stug connects and down it goes. Stug now pulling back. Oh! Suicidal plane almost takes out the combat engineers. KV-1 having trouble, missing a lot of shots on the Stug. And Stug getting back, getting away to safety. Oh, he managed to capture it. Look how low that Grenadier is. And now Jove on the drain for the first time in a long time. And he's got to be quick about things. 23 victory points remaining. Stug here in a bit of trouble. There we go. Goes down to the KV this time. Grenadier's trying to close the distance, looking for the snare. 7-man conscripts running into the machine gun, getting suppressed. Oh, T-34 coming in. It's a fresh T-34 getting a bit of a flank on the Tigres. Tigres now taking some rear armor hits from the KVs. T-34 going for the ram. Oh, he does connect. Oh, it doesn't take engine damage from it though. It didn't penetrate. Now it's going to be up to the KVs to try and finish the job. This one trying to get on the rear, but he's got a damaged engine moving so slowly. So is the other one. This one also with a damaged engine now. So the Tigres with its strong frontal armor bouncing all of these shots. Tigres coming back in. Getting some good long range hits on the KV-1s. Maxim out here trying to stop the VP capture. We do have guards on the far VP. A fresh T-34 once again for Jove. 11 VPs left for Jove. He's pulling back. Looks like that's going to be able to get away. Oh, here comes the T-34 and it penetrates. Takes out the Tigres. Molotov onto the conscripts. I think that might be it for Markov. Just doesn't have anything left. And there you go. Well, that was a pretty crazy finish there to that match. Hectic tank fighting. I was kind of surprised, honestly, how well everything was going from Markov. Taking out those 2 AT guns, taking out a lot of tanks. But in the end, Jove just had a little bit too much saved up. A few of these like very last minute engagements just going his way. And yeah, just clinches it, takes out the Tigres. GG, a very entertaining match. Well, I'll wrap on that, guys. If you like your game to be cast by me, details are in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you all for the next thrilling installment. Goodbye. Good luck.